Yes.
Dad, where have you been? Just left 1 hour to midnight.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll be at home in 15 minutes.
Hurry up. We don't want to enter the new year without you.
Exactly.
Me too, guys. I'm driving now. I'll see you at home.
Attention all units. A death was reported at Brushfield Street in a detached apartment number 27. His name Ray Stephen. The dead time is approximately 10:30 p.m. The cause is unknown. Please send the nearest units to the scene.
Damn. I'm Quang Lee from Nottingham Police Department. Badge number 69447. I'm close to the scene. I'm going immediately.
Roger that, sir.
Good evening, madam. I came here on a death report.
Welcome, officer. I reported it. I'm still in shock. Mr. Stephen's dead body is upstairs, in his room. I just touched his neck to check his pulse. I didn't touch anything in the room except that.
Got it, madam. Firstly, let me examine the room and house. Then I'm gonna ask you a few questions as per the procedure.
I'm waiting, sir.
The room is not scattered. It is a lot higher than the ground floor, and it eliminates the possibility that the victim was beaten by a killer or thief coming by outside. And the victim's body doesn't show a scar or a strangulation mark. There's a medicine bottle on the nightstand. It writes naproxen on the box. This is usually preferred to relieve headaches. And his mouth smells heavily of alcohol. He shouldn't take drugs for a while after drinking alcohol. Didn't he know that? First of all, I'm very sorry for your loss, madam. Excuse me, let me ask you a few questions.
Of course. I'm listening to you, sir.
Judging by the decorations and bottles of alcohol in the room, it looks like there was a party at home that ended early.
That's right, sir. Mr. Stephen was a co-founder and administrator of RedShire Energy Company. 2 days ago, they won a tender that could increase the prestige of their company to a global level. They were going to Argentina tomorrow and get a high-yield job. To celebrate, he gave a dinner at his house with 4 employees from his company and had a small party.
Why did the party end early and the other employees left early?
I'm surprised too. After dinner, they had some drinks and then had fun. After a while, Mr. Stephen felt unwell and went to his room. The other employees didn't stay so much either. They went home to sleep early because they were going to Argentina tomorrow.
Do you know the names of those 4 employees?
Unfortunately, no. But Mr. Stephen and those 4 people had a joint WhatsApp group where announcements were made about the business. Perhaps you can find those 4 people by examining Mr. Stephen's phone. There were 3 men and 1 woman.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We appreciate your help and helpful answers. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Daisy Rose. I'm an accountant at RedShire Energy. I'm still in shock about Mr. Stephen's death. We were together just 2 hours ago.
Do you think you are one of Ray Stephen's favorite employees?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. We argue with the boss many times when it comes to financial reasons. He liked to fork out money. I said that the budget allocated for the planned trip to Argentina was so unnecessary, and therefore we argued a little bit. But as I said, even though we argue all the time, we immediately smooth it over. However, he blamed me for the pain in his head.
Understood. What time did you leave the house? And where did you go after you left home?
We went there at 7 p.m. We ate, had a drink, and then we thought Mr. Stephen was asleep, then we went to our own homes around 10 p.m.
Thank you, Mrs. Rose.
It's Edwin Black. I'm the technology manager at RedShire Energy.
Are you sorry for your boss dead?
What do you mean? Sure I am.
Do you think your boss would trust in you?
He always trusted me. He even wanted to have a private meeting with me and sales manager Craig Kelly before dinner.
What did you talk about at the meeting? And why didn't he call the others to the meeting?
We have put our strategies on the table at our meeting with Argentine businessmen tomorrow. That's all. I don't know why he didn't call Davy and Daisy to the meeting. He told us, "I trust in you very much, so I wanted to arrange a private meeting with you."
What kind of alcohol did you drink in the party? If you drank a high rate of alcohol, could it disagree with him?
We just drank wine. Craig brought it in from Bordeaux proprietarily. It tasted perfect. Craig said it was a wine that had been waiting for more than 10 years.
Look man, I don't care about your wine. Don't talk to me like a wine salesman. Could your boss have overdose of alcohol?
No, he didn't drink much. After dinner, me and Davy insisted on him and to have a glass of alcohol on this happy day, although he disagreed with the alcohol.
Did you know your boss was taking medicine?
Rarely. Sometimes he gets dizzy when he gets angry and he always carries painkillers with him to use in this situation. But he wouldn't use heavy medicines.
Thanks Edwin. We'll keep you waiting for a while until you finish your other friend's interrogation.
No problem. But I don't think any of us could be the killer.
We'll see.
My name is Craig Kelly. I am a sales manager at RedShire Energy. I'm so sorry right now, so I'm not in a position to talk much. Please ask your questions as soon as possible and let me sleep to forget this bad day.
First of all, I'm sorry for your loss. But I'm a cop. I have to question all of you to make sure there's a criminal or not. I assure you, that's what your boss requests.
Sorry. I'm listening to you.
Technology manager Edwin Black said that Mr. Stephen had a private meeting with you and Edwin before dinner. Is that true?
That's true. We had a brief meeting before the party. Then we had dinner together and had some alcohol. Despite having a drink, the boss said he had a headache and wanted to take a nap. We didn't say anything.
Do you think why Mr. Stephen didn't invite accountant Daisy and company partner Davy to the meeting?
Our boss is a peremptory person. Davy was constantly opposed to him. But they never confuse work and friendships. They were good friends but bad colleagues.
What about Daisy Rose?
The boss didn't keep in with Daisy. Daisy was constantly interfering with the boss about not spending much money, as if all the money was hers. The boss probably didn't invite them to the meeting because they were constantly interrupting his work.
I got it. So, what time did you leave the house?
It was about 10 p.m. when we left the house. Actually, we could have left earlier, but Davy went to puke because he drank too much. So we waited for him.
Where did you go after you left home?
I went to a bookstore and bought a book that I could read throughout the trip. I guess I bought it for nothing, because the trip was probably cancelled.
Thanks for information, Craig Kelly.
I'm Davey Watts. I'm the co-founder of RedShire Energy. I'm ready to say anything you want. If a killer caused my friend's death, find that man.
I'm sorry for your loss, Davy. I heard you are Mr. Stephen's oldest friend, right?
Yeah, Roy has been my friend since college. This company was our dream, we founded it together. Poor Roy. We made great efforts to get the job in Argentina. This job would increase our prestige.
If Ray Stephen would be the victim of a murder, which of the employees attending the party would you suspect?
That stupid accountant woman pissed off our boss. She's always in opposition to Ray. Maybe she's to blame.
So, why did you leave home early?
We thought Roy was asleep and we didn't want to stay any longer.
Why did you go to the toilet?
I probably drank the most. Therefore, my stomach got sick and I went to the toilet above and I threw up.
So, where did you go after you left Mr. Stephen's house?
Well, I went to the shopping mall. I wanted to buy myself a winter clothes and coat for tomorrow's trip to Argentina. You know, this winter is quite cold.
Got it. Interesting. What happened? Are you okay?
I have a headache. Nothing new. I have been like that since childhood. Unfortunately, I live with medicines.
Which medicines are you taking?
I don't remember its name. It had a Latin name, very confusing.
Could it be naproxen?
No, certainly no. I proprietarily bring my medicines from abroad.
Davy Watts. You are under arrest for causing the death of Ray Stephen.
What? How can you make such a despicable accusation?
Everything is clear. You gonna remain in detention until the results of Mr. Stephen's autopsy report and fingerprints of the objects in his room come out. It is likely that these results will support my doubts.
Look at me, officer. You have no proof. I don't accept these accusations.
Actually, I've caught 3 blunders so far. First, it's unreasonable to buy winter clothes for a trip to Argentina. Because England is in the northern hemisphere, and Argentina is in the southern hemisphere. I mean, it's winter in England, and it's summer in Argentina, so buying winter clothes is a sign that you're lying. Second, you claimed you went upstairs to the bathroom to throw up. But when I look around Mr. Stephen's house for evidence, I found that the toilet was actually on the ground floor. Upstairs there was only the boss's room and his study room. Is this your first time at your best friend's house?
That's enough. You say probably in every sentence. As far as I know, cops don't act on assumptions.
These are not assumptions, but intuition. I also found a painkiller in Mr. Stephen's room. I think Mr. Stephen couldn't have known that taking drugs after drinking alcohol is fatal. Probably you offered him that medicine. Then he accepted it with the influence of alcohol. Others said Ray Stephen did not take any medicine. Therefore, I don't think he'll always have a painkiller on his nightstand. But you said that you have been suffering from headaches since childhood and you have been taking medicine frequently. I'm pretty sure that medicine belongs to you.
Okay, I admit it. That medicine was mine. But I didn't want to kill him. I was worried about Ray, and I thought my own medicine would heal him. So I wanted to help him. By the way, whenever Ray had a headache, he wanted my medicine. So it's not the first time he's taken this medicine. I mean, he can't have died from the side reaction of the medicine.
The problem is not the side reaction of the medicine. The problem is consumption of the medicine with alcohol. Alcohol lowers blood glucose. After alcohol, the brain falls into a hypoglycemic state. That's meaning the brain is sugar-free. The lack of sugar in the brain causes the body's energy to decrease. No matter how less effective the drug used after alcohol is, it makes the body unable to fulfill its respiratory and circulatory functions. You knew that, and you wanted the boss dead, because when the boss died, whole company would be yours. With a prestigious job offer already taken from Argentina, this opportunity would not be missed.